Southern Tracks was booked up at the time, so we couldn't figure out where to record, so we found this great warehouse space, this building that had just been built not far from where we live in Atlanta. And Monroe Jones, he's just got the spirit of adventure that's just so fun. And he was like, okay, well, let's just take a bunch of recording gear into this warehouse and we'll set up and record there. And
we had seen some old like footage of the Rolling Stones and some other bands, and heard about you two doing the same thing in Germany, of just finding a house and making a recording studio out of it and just kind of living there. And that's kind of what we wanted to try to
originally
accomplish.
you're right, it was going to be a house originally. We couldn't find a house. So then...
nobody wants to rent their house out to a rock band for a month.
Why is that? I don't understand. So Monroe and Ty, I think, were driving around and they found this right in, there's a little town called Ackworth outside of Atlanta, and just right in the middle of downtown they had this warehouse space, and the owners were a little crazy, I guess, and they were okay with us going in there and using the building for a few weeks before the tenants moved in. And so we had this great space. We recorded. We were in there for probably 2 or 3 months off and on, and had what we thought was going to be the next record. And then we did a little tour for the Offerings project, and then we suddenly realized that whereas there'd been maybe a few hundred people at every show before that, we're seeing, a couple thousand people at the show. So we knew something really special was going on. So we decided to put this record on hold for a little while, and we didn't go back in and finish it until late in the spring. One
thing that I remember about the Come Together record is that when Offerings started exploding, people at the label and a bunch of other people, management, everybody wanted us to do Offerings too. And it would have been so easy to do that, but I think we fought as a band, even fought ourselves as far as not wanting to take the easy route and we knew we couldn't just turn into this worship band. We needed to remain a rock band that did worship sometimes. And so when we finished Come Together, we really fought to have that come out next and make sure there was a little break between, even though it had worship songs on it, it wasn't a worship record per se. And I think that was another thing that I think that's kind of expanded our career so that we didn't get pigeonholed into this one type of band.
Well, I think it's very tempting in any art form if you find success in one thing to then go, oh, well, maybe I'll just keep doing that since it was successful. And that you can really quickly lose a sense of being an artist, because then you're a marketer then, and you're just chasing down something that works. And in music, that can burn out really quickly. And so it was really, I'm really proud of the fact that we've resisted those urges over the years sometimes to like capitalize on whatever's the big thing, because it'd be so tempting to do. And there are times you have to, but we're really proud of Come Together. And that was another one. I talked about time being a sweet season, but there was something about Come Together too, just in that unusual space. It was such a fun experience. I really remember just laughing a lot and having fun and just really enjoying it.